Junkies on 106.7 The Fan. We're at 34, Lurch. The goal was 50 for the show today, calls.
All right.
Now we're going to do the fantasy segment, so
Well, we'll take at least
it's going to skyrocket.
We'll take at least 10 or 12 there.
It's our buddy Dave Richards on the Mitsubishi Electric Heating Hotline. Of course, you can read all the stuff on CBSSports.com. You got a question for him, you can always hit him up on Twitter at Dave Richard. What's going on, Dave?
What's happening? What's with this 50-question deal?
We're trying to get to 50 callers
Trying
today.
to take 50 calls on the show today.
We're close.
And how many do you have?
We're at 34.
All right, let's get through 16.
And we've had a
Let's
couple
make
guests.
it happen right now.
Well, hold on.
Yeah.
I got a question, though. I got a
See,
couple
Lurch's
questions.
going to slow it down.
Well, hurry, Lurch, get on your phone and call the station, and then that'll count as a question.
All right, it's my standard question. I always ask it every week. And what is it?
I don't remember.
Ryan or Rivers?
You can cut Rivers at this point. Ryan should be your guy.
Yeah, I got to go Ryan. I expect that to be a shootout, don't you?
I think it's going to be. It was very high scoring earlier this season when they played.
Yeah.
So, yeah, high scoring, lots of points. Ryan should be in your line.
By the way, I made the championship game in 2 out of my 4 leagues.
All right. You know, here I was thinking that I was going to have to razz you about not making it.
No.
You made it in 2 leagues.
So that's why I get into more leagues, because you got a better shot at making it.
Yeah, I'm in 3 myself.
Yeah. So that was my major question there is Matt Ryan versus Rivers, but I was leaning Ryan anyway.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. Perfect.
All right, let's go to the phones. Let's go to Jock in Bristow. You're on with Dave Richard from CBS Sports. Hey, Jock.
Junks, how are you? Dave, I need your help, man. I'm desperate. Money on the line. It's a big weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Huge weekend. Championship weekend.
Yeah, it is, man. I've got a question. I got my flex. It's a PPR. I need either Josh Gordon, he killed me last week, or Julian Edelman, or Lamar Miller against a weak Minnesota defense. And can you trust Martellus Bennett with this new quarterback? It's killing me.
I was actually just on the air in Chicago, and they gave me the skinny on Clausen. And if I recall, he looked good in the preseason, but he hasn't taken a single first-team rep until today, basically. And today will be his only chance to get in as the first-team rep. So I'd be nervous about using Martellus Bennett. He's still good enough to start, but I got him ranked 10th among tight ends. Don't have a lot of faith in him. And I think Julian Edelman is your flex there. In a PPR league, he should catch at least 7 passes with the Jets.
How about this? 2 of 3 PPR league, Trey Mason, Joseph Randall, and Shane Vereen.
It really comes down to whether or not DeMarco Murray plays. If DeMarco Murray is out, then Randall absolutely has to go in, and I would put him in ahead of Vereen. And if DeMarco Murray is active, then you can't start Randall.
So you got to pay attention.
All right, I got another question.
Go.
This is a different league. I've got Jeremy Hill and Lamar Miller as my RBs. All right, Miller gave me like 7 points last week, something like that. But
Right.
I have Bernard on the bench. I could play Hill and Bernard. Is that a smart move or no?
I wouldn't do that, not against Denver. They've got a pretty good run defense. I like Hill this week. I just don't love him. And I think Miller's actually okay. I've actually been toying with the idea of putting Miller ahead of LaShawn McCoy. You got to give credit where it's due. That Washington run defense has been so good all season long. You guys should be proud of those linebackers there, holding up some part of your team. But I think Hill's got to be your guy, and I wouldn't use Gio.
All right, and should I stick with Gates over Jordan Reed?
Yeah, you should cut Jordan Reed from your fantasy team.
You told me that last week.
Let's go to Haymarket. Ben, you're on with the Junkies and Dave Richard from CBS Sports.
Hey, Dave, Junkies, how you guys doing this morning?
What's up, buddy?
Morning.
All right, going to the Super Bowl in 3, but I'm streaming defenses in 2 leagues. 1 league, Baltimore, Philadelphia, or New England.
Oh,
defense.
You know what? I would actually go with New England's defense over Baltimore. I think Baltimore's defense should be good, but I don't really want to trust their second. Can't help it, and they're going up against Arian Foster. So I think New England just has a better matchup against the Jets guys.
Let's go to Chuck in Silver Spring. Hey, Chuck.
Hey, Romo or Luck?
I would go with Luck as of now, but if T.Y. Hilton doesn't play for any reason, I would probably go with Romo ahead of Andrew Luck.
What's the latest on T.Y.?
In practice on Wednesday, he's got a hamstring injury. There's optimism that he will play and that he'll eventually practice, but kind of want to see it first. The offensive line has been a real problem for the Colts the last 2 weeks, so I like Luck. I just don't know if I love him enough to call him a slam dunk start. Obviously, over Romo, I would do it if Hilton is there for him.
I'm going against Hilton and Murray. Do you think both of those guys will play?
There's a chance both might not. With Murray, the injury he's got, typically when running backs have had it in the past or other players just in general, they've missed a week of games. So it could be a situation where he ends up not playing. And I'm in the exact same boat. I'm taking on a team that's got DeMarco Murray in the finals too. So, I shouldn't say this, but I'm secretly hoping he doesn't play.
Fantasy Notebook with
so
Dave
am I.
Richard, CBS Sports. Let's go out to Culpeper. JaVale, you're on with Dave Richard from CBS Sports.
Hey, Dave. How you doing, man? Hey, quick question for you. I need 2 out of 3. I'm able to use a flex, several flexes actually, but I need 2 out of 3. Brandon LaFell, Julian Edelman, Pierre Garçon, and also defensive players. Bobby Wagner against Arizona or Luke Kuechly versus Cleveland. It's 3 points per solo tackle.
Ooh, that's interesting. I love both of those linebackers. I think I would probably lean toward Kuechly because I think Arizona just might saying, forget this run game. We're not going to be able to get it going. Let's go ahead and chuck it with Ryan Lindley. That's just Bruce Arians' style. I think it probably plays better to Kuechly that he's playing against Cleveland because they're going to try and establish the run there. So I would go that way.
And then he had, LaFell and Edelman?
Yeah, he's got to start his Patriots guys there.
Yeah.
I another Redskin I can't trust is Pierre Garçon.
Yep, let's go out to Arlington. Tim, you're on with the Junkies.
Hey, guys, appreciate you taking my call. I need 3 of 4 running backs in a standard league. Joey Bell, Alfred Morris, Mark Ingram, or Justin Forsett.
Yeah, you're sitting Alf. I think the other guys just have too much going for them, too much potential, and great matchups. Forsett's the one I'm probably the most worried about of the 3, but I think Philadelphia can kind of keep Alfred Morris limited to maybe 15 or so carries. The run defense is okay. It's not great. Just can't trust Morris to put up big numbers. He hasn't done it lately.
I mean, look, 2 weeks ago he gave you 6 yards. Last week under 50. Let's go to Winchester. David.
Hey, what's up, Junks? What's up, Dave?
Yo.
Hey, I got a spot. I'm pretty stacked at receiver. PPR. I need Andre Johnson, Josh Gordon, Martavis Bryant, or Brandon LaFell.
How many do you need? 1, 2?
1.
One. I would go with LaFell. I would go with Brandon LaFell. I know that Andre Johnson's coming back, and there's just quarterback issues galore all over the league. That includes Houston, where they're going to start a guy who hasn't taken a snap from them yet this year. I don't trust their quarterbacks, and Johnson hasn't been great in 2014.
And what do you think about Sanchez or Rivers?
Sanchez is actually one of my favorite quarterbacks this week against Washington. And I give all the credit in the world to the Redskins' run defense.
Right.
But, man, they can't defend the pass.
That's
They've
true.
got too many holes there.
They're comical back there. Let's go to Chris in Arlington. Hey, Chris.
Hey, guys. Hey, I need 2 out of 3 PPR, Alshon Jeffrey, Golden Tate, or Jeremy Hill.
I would probably sit Golden Tate of the group, and I know there's this immediate reaction to drop Alshon Jeffrey from your fantasy teams just because of the Jimmy Clausen switch. I think he'll be okay, and I think Jeremy Hill will be okay too. I think he could score against Denver. I actually think Cincinnati could keep it close with the Broncos for what it's worth. Golden Tate does not have a good track record outdoors on natural grass, even though he's got a great matchup. I don't know if I can count on him to be anything more than maybe a low-end number 2 wide receiver this week.
Okay, thank you.
Good luck.
So, Dave, you still play Jeffrey over Tate?
Oh, yeah, I would still do Alshon over Golden Tate.
Okay.
I think he's going to have a ton of opportunities.
Let's go out to Kensington. Andrew, you're on with the Junkies.
Good morning, Junkies.
Good morning,
What's up,
buddy.
Andrew?
All right, I'm in a little pickle here. Flex position, non-PPR. I got Sean Green tonight. Mike Wallace is at 1, and Joseph Randall at 4. And then I have Arizona or Rams defense.
I'm taking the Rams defense over the Cardinals defense. I'm not playing Sean Green tonight. I don't care what the situation is. I just can't trust that guy. He needs to score in order to get you 8 fantasy points. I think there's way more upside in Wallace. Wallace is who I would pencil in. But if DeMarco Murray doesn't practice all week, and if the reports are that he doesn't look so good, then I would make the switch to Randall. But you're going to have to gauge it based on what everything looks like at about 12:30 on Sunday.
Thank you very much.
All right, I believe it's time for the speed round.
Speed round.
Here are the rules. You ask your question. No small talk. No explanation needed from Dave Richard.
No, how you doing?
He's the guru.
No happy holidays.
You
none
stumble, you're out. It's that simple.
of that. Just be on point.
Let's
Be
go
sharp.
to Mike in Alexandria. Hey, Mike, you're on with Dave Richard.
Hey, PPR league, I got Vincent Jackson, Mike Evans, or Julio Jones if he plays.
Julio would be your guy, and if Julio doesn't play, Evans is your guy.
Thank you.
Let's go to Orange. Eric, speed round.
6-point touchdown, Orton or Kaepernick, and Latavius, Boom Boom, or Carlos Hyde.
I'd probably go Latavius, and I would definitely go Orton.
Pablo in Chantilly.
Niall Davis, DeMarco Murray.
Listen, if DeMarco plays, you're going to go with him. Otherwise, I guess you don't have a choice, do you?
Right.
Speaking of injuries,
Right.
what's the latest with Julio Jones?
Didn't practice on Wednesday. Coaches are talking like it's going to be another game-time decision.
When do you think fantasy players will know if DeMarco Murray's in or out?
Sunday at about 12 o'clock.
Okay.
Let's go out to Fredericksburg. Dave, you're on with Dave Richard from CBS Sports.
Are C.J. Spiller or Cam Newton in or out?
I think Cam will play. I just don't think he'll do a whole lot. I don't expect C.J. Spiller to play.
Let's go to Phil, who's calling us from Milwaukee.
What's up, Phil?
If DeMarco doesn't go, I got Gio or Vereen.
It would be Marine for me.
All right.
Good luck. Let's go to Pete. Speed round.
Hey, I just need one. Boom, Ivory, Matthews, or Randall.
If I've got to start one of those guys, I think it's got to be Boom Herron against the Cowboys.
Man, there's a lot of people in championships.
Let's go to Andrew. Andrew, you're on with the Junkies and Dave Richard.
Yeah, if T.Y. doesn't go, Golden Tate, Mike Wallace, or Harry Douglas.
Douglas if Julio is out. Otherwise, it'd be Wallace.
Some good
Not
options.
loving Golden Tate.
Yeah.
Let's go to Curtis. Speed round.
I need 2 or 3. Randall Cobb, A.J. Green, Jeremy Maclin, Roddy White, Julius Thomas.
You're loaded, dude. I would go with Cobb and Macklin.
2 or 3.
I said Cobb and Macklin.
Cobb and Macklin, Ricky.
I'm sorry. 3 of them.
No, he botched it.
He botched it.
Let me ask
Finally
you
used
this,
the
Dave. Let me
gas
ask you this real quick. You don't love Tate. I got Doug Baldwin on the bench.
No. In that case, I love Tate.
Okay.
Go with Tate. Please take Tate.
Let's go to Brian. Speed round.
I need one running back, one flex out of these 4. Fred Jackson, Jonathan Stewart, Harry Douglas, and Jarvis Landry, half-point PPR.
Yeah, I would go with the first 2. I think both running backs are going to do well. Fred Jackson might have his best game of the year against Oakland.
Even if Julio doesn't play?
Yeah, that's even if Julio doesn't play.
All right.
Call number 16. Mike.
If Arian Foster can't go, need to replace him with a flex, Andre Williams, Nate Washington, or Theo Riddick.
It would be Nate Washington, and that's a problem because he plays tonight. So let's just punt on Nate Washington. If I were you, I would cut Washington, find somebody with some upside on the waiver wire, maybe an Alfred Blue, who you could use to handcuff Foster. We'll see if Foster can go by the time Sunday rolls around. Hopefully he practices by Friday.
Good luck, buddy.
Thanks.
By the way, Dave Richard, of course, you can always tweet him at Dave Richard. Read his stuff at cbssports.com. But you can check out the only Thursday night pregame show that covers fantasy football, survivor pools, Vegas stuff, and all that other cool football things you're into. 6:30 tonight, Eastern,
Did
correct?
we get to 16 calls?
16
You got
on
there,
the-
right?
Yeah,
Yep.
we got 16.
You got to 50 then.
Hey, I was watching something online. It was you and Prisco, and I can't remember the other 2 guys. You weren't talking fantasy. You were just talking about NFL playoffs. It was very good.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, we do a little bit more than fantasy football.
Where do you guys film that?
In our studio. We have a studio right here in our office in Fort Lauderdale.
Oh, awesome.
If you guys make it down to Florida, you can come on sometime.
It was good stuff. All right, well, have a great holiday, man. I guess we probably won't talk to him next week.
I have no idea.
We're off next Friday.
Well, then I would imagine that we're going to be off.
This is
All
it.
of us will be off.
This is it, man.
All
Until,
right, Merry
until
Christmas,
next
man.
year.
We really appreciate it.
Lurch, how am I going to find out if you won your leagues?
We'll tweet you or I'll text you. I'll get
All
your
right.
number.
All right, perfect.
All right, buddy.
Thanks,
All right,
Dave.
Good luck, guys.
All right, appreciate it.
All right, happy New Year.
I don't need any luck anymore. I got bounced out last week.
I'll tell you what. In one of my leagues, I've got Rodgers and he's got Kaepernick. I've got Sanders, Brown, and Jeffrey.
I know how it is. You're going to sweat every matchup.
He's got Vince Jackson, Edelman, Roddy White.
You just got to get lucky, Lurch. That's what you got to get lucky.
Well, I mean, he's got Kaepernick.
Lurch.
I should beat any team that's got Kaepernick
Here's
on
the
it.
problem. I had 2 Denver Broncos receivers who were lighting it up earlier in the year, and you can't rely on Emmanuel Sanders anymore because Peyton Manning has slowed down the touchdown pace of late.
No, but I like the fact that he's playing at 8:30 on Monday night. So if I'm down like 7, 8 points, 10 points, I still got an outside shot. I love having guys go late.
All right, when we come back, we'll take more of your calls. Your chance to steer the show on Open Line Thursday. We got to 50, Lurch. Maybe we can get to 60. 800-636 1067.